Hi everyone, Comic Reviewer here. This time reviewing on the last issue of Jedi vs Sith. Now as you know, Jedi vs Sith was a 6-issue series that covered the origin of the Rule of Two and Darth Bane's potential new apprentice. And the cover mainly has one Jedi and one Sith duking it out. So let's get on with the story. It starts off, on the Battle of Razin. We see how Lord Faraway and his men take on the other Sith minions. And we kind of see him saying, "Lord Farah, we've won! Sometimes I think people choose to fight the Sith because they know we spare them if they surrender." And we do kind of see how, the Sith Lord, known as Cop Spect, lets them know about the fort bomb and knows that, Kang has basically planned out one big suicide mission. And we see how, Rain meets Darth Bane, who says, "Who are you?" "I am the Dark Lord, who will restore the Sith to glory. They call me Bane. Who are you, girl?" I'm a killer too." And we kind of see how, Lord Cathway tries to kind of get Tomcat to try and finish off his brother. And we do kind of see how Bug tries to get Tomcat to see reason, but to little to no avail. So Lord Cathway basically uses her lightsaber whip and cuts off his foot. And we kind of see how he puts him on the end of his saber. We see how Lord Faraway tries to warn Lord Hoth about the fort bomb, but he knows what it is and has to stop Lord Kang at all costs. So we kind of see, them going inside the cave, and we see how he meets up with Lord Kang, and of course, plans out the fort bomb with one fell swoop. And this is where we see back at the sort of aftermaths, how Lord Kang, how basically Darth Bane says, "Why did you kill?" It seemed right." "Did it please you? Did it feel good?" "No, not good." And we kind of see how, Darth Bane hears the sort of fort bomb and says, "Kang's the smartest decision." And we see how, the fort bomb goes off. We kind of see how Bug and Tomcat see that everything's coming down. And we see how, the force inside Bug is draining. And we see how Tomcat isn't affected, but Bug ends up getting killed. We see how Lord Caraway tries to make a break for it, but to little to no avail. And after coming out of the wreckage, there's little remains of the Force of Light. And we see how Tomcat says, "Hey, what happened here?" All of them. All the Lords. All the Jedi. And all the Sith. All gone. All of them." And we see how, Tomcat sees to his shock and horror that they're now inside the fort bomb. And of course, him realizing that, they're all inside now. And this is Tomcat seeing the full harm of the Jedi and the Sith, but also him having to come to terms with being ambitious, greedy, and power-hungry. And we see how Darth Bane and Rain see to the aftermaths, go inside. And this is where Tomcat and Rain meet, but turns out Rain is now calling herself by her real name, Sanath. And of course, in later years, will be known as Darth Sanath, becoming Darth Bane's potential apprentice. And we see how Tomcat realizes that, Rain's now part of Darth Bane's new Rule of Two. And of course, we kind of see how Tomcat's hand gets blown up, basically by Sanath. And we see how Bane asks Sanath why she did it. And we see him saying, "You are still young. Look at this." All the Jedi, all the Sith, All the horror, the greed, and the ambition. This is how they end. And yeah, this is the start of the new rule of two, one Dark Lord and one apprentice. We see how Lord Calloway did survive, but of course breaks away in a matter of seconds. And we see Darth Bane saying, "She was never able to see past herself. She never understood the dark side. Do you?" No, but I'm still young. And we see how the aftermaths, Tomcat becomes a sort of wandering nomad, but decides to try and find Sanav to get her back to the light, and realizes that, yeah, he failed as a Jedi, failed as a Sith, but what could I hope to become? And decides to become a man, and hopes to find Sanav to get her back to the light. And this is the story. So I think issue 6 is a good final. Not only does Tomcat have to live with the horror, the consequences, as well as the guilt from his greed, ambitions, and pride, but we do kind of see how Rain no longer sees things like a little kid and now has to see things realistically. And it's also clear that Darth Bane is smarter, knowing how many Sith Lords there were, and saw the effects of it. So I think this one definitely deserves a thumbs up. Still good, and still alright. And I think the series is pretty enjoyable. Again, it shows you there is ideas to do a Jedi vs. Sith live action series if it was done right by Disney using the original timeline. And like I said, Dark Horse Comics could always plan things out perfectly, setting up things before the event, knowing what characters to use, and set the story in motion. So I think this series definitely deserves another thumbs up and a second one. A good series done right, telling a good origin story. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.